Hello everybody, welcome back to Ratchet and Clank 2. I am Barry John and I have two people on the help desk with me today to help me, get all the fun stuff. Well, I will let them introduce themselves.
Hi, this is Lele, now with double fiber.
Hi, this is Speedball, low calorie.
And I'm Zero Sugar. So before I go much further, I just wanted to point out that when I hit the start button here, it calls up the menu, I can scroll down to special. Skill points. There is a list of skill points in the game that gives you a name of it and the location or the planet you can get it from. And when it turns orange, you get a little picture and a blurb about what you did to get it. So as you can see here, I've got 9 out of 30 the skill points. Some of these I'm not going to be able to do at all. Mostly because they require ridiculous amounts of time.
I think this was before the real, Xbox achievements era really kind of took off, but it's a nice idea, at least, and the pictures are cool.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah. Proto-achievements even existed at least as early as PlayStation 1 games.
Big head mode, of course. But this is the time we've traveled to.
Yeah.
Like Vagrant Story, the predecessor to Parasite Eve, had... What's its successor? Anyway, it had achieved a lot of achievements.
There we go.
Some of
Looking
which were
sharp.
stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Secret Agent Ratchet.
But yeah, as you get more...
With slicked back hair? I didn't notice that part.
But first thing, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. We're going to head to the Megacorp Armory on Tadano because there's a optional here I want to deal with. Fortunately, I know where it is. I don't know if I'll pick up the skill points or the platinum bolts here, but Speedball, being the helpful help desk that he is, should have that information available for me as we go through.
Yes, I've got 2 pages open here, one for platinum bolts, one for skill points. Alright, so this planet is the tourist robots.
Yeah, I remember one skill point is make sure all the tourists make it to the end of the tour. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a quick...
Oh, there's actually 3 skill points on this planet.
Yeah,
Destroy all Megacore rockets along the tour.
Sure.
Turn 16 squirrels into sheep. And save all turrets.
Alright.
Wow, I'm surprised you didn't get the sheep one already.
Shoot. I don't think... Actually, hold on. Let me...
You can do the rockets and the sheep later. Probably, while they're busy at this first exhibit, going crazy with the bouncer, or, well, I guess the sheep in the airport, too.
Yeah.
Would probably clear everything out. I mean, we're at the point in the game now where the squirrel's mildly higher HP is just not going to be a problem anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I advise that you refrain from feeding the local wildlife. It could get quite
And fortunately, these guys are doing a great job of clearing out problems.
Yeah, chipping them down, making it so that you don't have to aim for them. It's doing good work.
Mm-hmm. Although I'm probably going to have to reset the world and bring out and just do the Black Sheepinator. Untangle my brain there for a second.
You seem to be doing fine so far.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just worried about random random enemies just spawning in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3. could swear there's like, was there 9 or 10 of them to start with?
Well, I'm not holding the clipboard. I don't know how many there were. That's the
I
bus
lost
driver's
track when I
job.
was looking at the pages.
Well, we'll see if I
sorry.
got the achievement here when they reload the bus.
Thank you for visiting the Megacorp Armory. Are there any questions? No? Have a safe trip?
Yeah, there's 10 here. Good. So I think I got it.
Bye.
There we go.
There it is.
Alright, cash it in. Alright, it's glowing red. That must mean it's destroyable. Wow.
Yep, I fired
Alright
off
then.
one too many rockets there, I think, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, so I always got the impression that these kind of checklist items are just kind of something to do after you beat the game, and something to keep yourself busy if you're already familiar with the area. I don't think I ever, in my childhood, ever really bothered doing them before I beat the game, but it's nice when you get them kind of out of the blue just for experimenting with stuff.
Okay, that was neat. Having it launch and then fall down, rather than just simply blowing up.
Intergalactic missiles with facial recognition technology. Like this one here.
There we go.
Well, that's going to be a turd to remember.
Look at that.
The rest, not so much.
Yeah. Alright.
I advise that you
So,
refrain from
platinum bolts on this world. Now I've got the 2 of the skill points that I can readily get.
forget the name of.
Speedball, platinum bolts.
Platinum bolts on the same planet are. Over to that tag again. Okay.
You might have to actually dismiss the
no.
Killanoids if they're going to steal all your
Oh, I'm sorry.
Terminator kills.
No, that's Tabor, I'm sorry. Tenano. Alright, explore weapons facility path, follow the Abercrombie Fidget robot around the tour. When it's finished, a door opens to a small room at the end with the platinum bolt inside, and then the robot will hit inside and promptly teleport back to start. Following it is the only way to enter the room and grab the bolt.
Oh, so there's...
Ah,
The second platinum...
go ahead.
Sorry, I was...
Second is in the investigate facility interior path. When meeting the armory employee, to the right of the armory employee stall is a building with platinum bolts inside. The third requires the use of the Spider-Bot glove.
We have the Triple B.
Alright, so...
In the second room with...
Oh, no, not ignoring you
Go
here,
ahead.
just I'm at the... waiting for the end of the tour here so I can follow him in to grab the platinum bolt.
And making Megacorp the one and
Perfect.
So there's another one inside the build. Oh, I see a little empty chamber there.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. How I need to use a spider bot to get in there. There's that.
This is exactly what I was talking about. 100% map completion.
Yeah, because this area here is what I was coming back for previously.
But yeah, this is a classic trick. Just like, if a door is ever open, like, temporarily, even for just a moment, even if it's animated as looking open, check to see if you can kind of wedge yourself in there.
The tutorial level for the original Thief had that sort of issue as well, where you could get yourself into a secret what was it? A secret basketball court if you followed a NPC through a door.
Looking Glass Studios liked silly little Easter eggs like that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think it's time for you to get your revenge on those hoverbots that were giving you so much trouble the first time you were here.
Oh Absolutely. Step 1.
Yeah, so the bouncer might not be great against them, but I think now that you can really just go all out with the mini rocket tube, they should go down pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. But so, okay, I gotta go in there, head left to deal with that, and then head back around right and loop around to deal with that.
Anyway, places like these are kind of my favorite places to use the bolt breaker, the overhead smash thing, since there were just so many of those little lampposts that would all blow up all at once when you did that.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Make sure I have the, Oh, nope, nope. I want the tractor beam. Oh my god, what am I doing?
Just fumbling. Your backpack's starting to get pretty full there.
Tell me about it. Okay, rocket launcher. I want the spider bot. I will want the dynamo. I'll want the tractor beam. Let's also... You know what? I don't need the Killnoids.
I guess this is the other clue that we're getting near the end of the game, is that utility section has all 5 of the utilities in it.
Yeah, and there's still... So one of these is for the Rhino for... I know one of those...
There was like another like super expensive gun that wasn't Rhino level of expensive. I think it was like the Zodiac.
Yeah.
So, not sure what the third weapon is. We'll probably run into it at some point.
I gotta say, knowing that the words that the Sheepinator is being built in this facility, certainly, helps. There's a degree of foreshadowing when it comes to it, because the fact that, hey, there's all these sheep around.
Because of all the sheep in this facility. Yeah.
And yet, no black sheep around. They never figured out how to upgrade it to level 2. Ratchet did.
I like to think of it as Clank having enough experience with the weapon to make fine-tuning.
Alright, that's pretty good. He nicked you once and went down in a few seconds.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Alright.
Captain Quark, completing quality control on Super Electro Gadget. Hammer of power detecting no defects. Ratchet averted. I knew this day would come. Draw your last enemy mine, for I smite you in the name of Captain Quark. Sweet death. At last we meet. Nobly, I fall on the field of battle.
Is this the same guy who was from the first game?
Come on, Clank. Let's get going.
Wait! You shamed the greatest superhero who ever lived. You owe me.
Hey, he actually called us a
What do
lombat.
you want from us, sir?
Well, he's done his research.
Ooh!
Yeah.
How about some cool Quark stuff from your galaxy? Trade you for this armor magnetizer.
I believe that device is designed to attract bolts.
Done.
Cool.
Had to spend 20,000 bolts for that with the plumber, but worth it.
I think this thing will earn it.
The
Earn
armor
it, yeah.
magnetizer is now active. Bolt pickup range.
I
is
appreciate
increased.
that this really shows off how, like, in-engine these cutscenes are when, putting the armor on Ratchet would be one thing. Having him in this doofy getup in the cutscenes is quite another.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so... that strip along the back there, that intrigues me. That's too artificial. But let's head over here.
Return to pitch widget bot. You got that. When meeting the armory employee, to the right of the armory employee's stall is a building with the platinum bolt
Yep,
inside.
got that.
So that guy. And the third one required. This bolt is found further along in the second room with the inspector bot. There are large groups of Megacorp troopers warp in below 2 conveyor belts. A small pillar in between the 2 Megacorp warp points can be moved to the right and just below a conveyor belt. Use it to jump on the conveyor belt and reach the small air duct at the end.
Oh yeah, this weird spot. We weren't quite sure what to do with.
So
The suspicious-looking thing was actually a suspicious-looking thing.
hold on.
Okay, yeah, that conveyor belt does look low enough that if you drag that over to the right, you might be able to jump on top of it.
Of course, doing it while under attack by these guys is annoying.
Can you move the pillar into them? No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay. Up here.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yep, hold on.
That looks like a spider-bot-shaped hole there.
But I'm just checking up here first for a second.
Looks like that's where the laser barrier is that gets turned off by the spider-bot, I would guess.
You know, seeing the spider bot go through here. Okay, can't do that. What am I? Oh, there we go. I'm reminded.
That force switch doesn't look like all the other force switches.
No, I was looking at it and thinking, you know, spider bot in. So I've been playing Watch Dogs Legion semi-recently. So my idea of a.
And it has a spider bot, yeah.
Alright.
That thing is actually a real team player. It can go anywhere and also stealth take down people by latching onto their heads.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, the district objective to restore Big Ben using one of the bots. Okay. I don't see...
Yeah, that all looks pretty solid to me.
Yeah.
It might just be for decoration.
Yeah. Because if you're standing over there, you have a view that direction, so...
Yeah, I mean, you could get out on the bridge and go look out that way, but other than that, I don't think there's much else to do here.
No. And I don't have to worry about, like, going through a bunch of these... words.
Oh yeah,
like
they're polite enough to leave the puzzles already solved.
Yeah.
I keep calling them Mousers because they look like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mouser robots.
Sure. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some of that DNA in their design, sure. How do robots get startled?
I don't know.
When things don't go according to the algorithm.
Fair enough. But I think that's that for this world, aside from trying to turn aside from, you know, sheepinatoring things, but I don't particularly want to do that at this point. I like the fact that if you listen to the Finch, the robot tour there, he talks about how they have an intergalactic missile with facial recognition, so it can hit their exact target in the face.
The dream of every weapons supplier.
It's all about the little touches.
Yeah. Customer service with a smile, delivered right to your doorstep. And now, back to the Megalopolis world.
Skyscraper land.
Yep.
Okay.
Now,
Boldan?
Oh, that looks... Yeah, that's suspicious.
that we've
Never
got
went all the way over there.
Endako. It's Endako, actually. Yeah,
Oh,
so
Endako, okay.
I know that there's this section over here. I just don't remember if we get at it from the apartment complex or not. And I vaguely remember there being something over this side as well. A door that
Yeah, there is that black nub sticking out at the bottom there. That's suspicious.
Yeah, but that's pretty close. I'll just head over there first while Speedball is doing his quick research.
Okay, the first platinum bolt is found along the path for rescue Clank from the thief, the left path from
Yep,
where the
I'm
ship lands.
working on that, because there should be, if I remember correctly. Oh, shush you guys.
Oh, nice. They even left that there for you. Yeah, they knew.
I want... Oh, wow, that loops around. Sorry, just checking down underneath, because you never know if they're hiding like a little platform down further.
They usually don't do room over room in this style of game, unless it's like a set piece or something.
Well, remember I was able to go underneath the, or go into the flying tunnels of Metropolis last game? Oh, maybe
Right.
you don't.
It's a good idea to check, though, like, whether it's in the wall or if it's on a ledge just below the wall. Anything that just would not normally be in your cone of sight.
Okay. Here it is. This is what I was looking at.
Another suspicious-looking door.
But now we have the infiltrator to get in.
Oh, of course. The classic.
Oh man, that's a lot of
This is a
stuff.
long one.
Okay, let me just verify here. So, up, there, 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 there. No, that way, no. Down, no, no.
At a certain point, it just becomes like a memory thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As well as just, like, dexterity to not fumble, pick in the right direction.
And it doesn't take forever to load either.
This pretty much is about as difficult as you can make it without outright being unfair.
Yeah. But it also tells you, like,
You're getting there.
It tells you how many steps you need. Alright, so up you... Oh. And... Okay. Up you, no, no, no. So many steps. Okay. Up, right.
You can do it. All you have to do is just remember a, like, 10 long sequence. That's all. I mean, eventually the sheer repetition will drill it in.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing is, just repeating and memorizing as I go along. There!
There you go.
Oh my god.
See? Not so bad.
There you go.
Oh! Nanotech boost.
They made you work for it.
Oh, hey.
Wait, okay. Where is that? If that was the nanotech boost, where is the, where's the platinum bolt?
Well, that's a suspicious, that looks like it's a door that could open sometime.
No, that's a spawning door. Because when I was using the, magnetizer, if I screwed up and destroyed bots, it would spawn a new bot there.
Okay. Yeah, you probably are not going to be fast enough to get in there while a new one is spawning. I think you already took care of that one.
No.
Well, get on it then.
Alright, hold on. I need to head back over here.
Leave no stone unturned. Leave no door unexploded.
At least I don't have to... Okay. No explodey crates over here. Acquire explodey crate here. I'm hoping that got it right.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
Crane games. That was also a big thing in games of this era.
Alright. Sorry, Speedball, can you give me a more accurate
So clearly,
description of where the...
that is a reinforced, go ahead.
Alright, in Endako, rescue Clank from the thief. The left path from where the ship lands in the second crane area where a crane is used throughout 3 rooms.
that's here.
To obtain this, operate the crane and pick up the indestructible box in the 3rd room, move it back into the 2nd room, and drop it on the left-hand side, directly opposite the door leading to
Okay,
the 3rd
I
room.
see what's going on.
Yeah.
Which will place it below an elevated door frame.
Exactly.
Okay, I see what's going
You
on
didn't
then.
put the explosive
Next.
close enough to the door, so you gotta put it right up on the door.
Yeah, next pick up the explosive box found in this room and drop it on top of the first box.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you should be listening and not interrupting your help desk associates when they are attempting to help you, because I cut Speedball off because I was like, oh yeah, I remember that locked door, and I completely ignored the rest of the instructions he should have been giving me. I am sorry, Speedball.
Oh, it's okay. Mea culpa.
It's alright. Explosions mend all wounds, right? That's a saying that people say?
Something like that.
Alright. Alright, what's next on the checklist?
Second platinum vault is found along the route for Visit Clank's apartment.
Alright, I'm just gonna...
Right path from where
Yeah, unfortunately I'm kind of like stuck halfway between there and the way forward, so... Where is the way
Yeah,
forward?
it might be faster to go forward, I guess.
Partway through, after hopping over a few floating platforms, a right turn halfway along a path will lead down an open space with Megacore scooters.
I remember, I think I grabbed that one already, because that's one where I dropped down the small ledge.
You might be right, yeah.
But honestly, we gotta go over that way anyways, because that's the access to what looks like that huge grinding rail you can see over there. And translocate.
This is what the future looks like if broken window economics actually worked. Alright, here's some, well, I was going to say it's a blind corner, but not really.
No, because what Speedball was describing is down, or would have been down here, a platinum bolt.
Yep, yeah, I got that one much earlier.
Alright, and then...
Well, looks like the access point right there. Seems like a fair place to start.
Mm-hmm. Right, because you need the...
oh, yeah.
Because you need to use the swing shot to get there, but you don't get the swing shot until you actually get to the apartment. Actually,
Yep,
hold
I
on.
mean, there's being thorough, and then there's just, you know, literally just going back to the spots that you needed a gadget that you get later in the game. A classic.
Hold on, I just want to check something here. How
Did you leave the oven on?
I was thinking it, but I know there's something to be gained going into Clank's apartment again, but it's not equally vitally necessary, so...
Alright, well, at least the commute here doesn't look as bad as on that other planet where I made that same joke.
No. Now we're on the walking path, not the, not the... Not
The bicycle merge lane.
Yeah. I'm going to say having the slingshot gaps does kind of make for a bit more interesting interactions.
Yeah, you have to push a second button. There, made that look easy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Slim!
Cost 2 platinum bolts. Oh. This is where... that's what you never actually explained to anyone what you use platinum bolts for. It's getting overpowered mods for your
Yeah,
weapons.
because normally...
They, glossed over a couple of them on an earlier grindy episode, I think.
Yeah, basically when I was doing the desert grind, that was when I first got them. Oh, lock-on mod for heavy bouncer, acid mod for the mini nuke.
The mini nuke has a decent amount of area to it, so in that sense, one shot, one kill might be what you want. Like tagging a whole bunch of enemies with that, and hopefully it finishes them off if the splash damage didn't.
Mm-hmm. Pick up acid mod for the rocket launcher, just to deal a bit more damage over time. Lock-on acid mod for multi-star. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Same principle. Spread it all out.
Mm-hmm. Lots of lock-on mods, though.
Yeah, this is reminding me rather uncomfortably of the whole, putting a sniper scope on your shotgun kind of thing.
Hey, look, one of the pellets will go straight.
True. But, make it... having shock mod... Yeah. Adding a shock effect for a couple of these weapons. Might as well. And I'm out of platinum bolts.
Alright. Well, it was nice having them while we had them. But damage is damage. Little bit of damage, that'll add up.
I could have... Okay, so what's next on the shopping list then, Speedball?
Next on the shopping list, after the Clank's apartment bolt and the other Indaka bolts, there's only the two, but skill points for Indako are destroy all breakables in the circular city and smash 10 robots using the crane.
Okay,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the 10 robots with the crane thing is just like an being bored one day kind of skill point.
yeah. And breaking all the breakables again. I've been doing that, but I don't...
I don't think you went, like, into Clank's apartment, and I don't think you broke everything over there yet.
No. Yeah, there's a reason why I wanted to get the box breaker upgrade as soon as I could for this, because I knew that a few of these skill points were those ridiculous break everything type deals. But I would have thought...
Yeah, if you don't have this, like, oftentimes you'll just miss, like, one lamppost or one fence light somewhere, and you just gotta scour the whole level looking for it.
Yeah.
I mean, that still happens, but it's slightly less likely to happen now.
Yeah, but you can't say that I'm not making a good faith effort.
Yeah, even those floating things can probably count. I saw a couple of them on the path over here. You might actually have to go back for those.
I might just write off this particular skill point as something to do on camera.
Speaking as a viewer rather than as a co-commentator, yeah, that's fair.
Alright, where is it? There is something in here I can interact with.
Well, theoretically that hollow pyramid could have been it, but you smashed it. Oh well, I'm sure the guide will let us know later.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like one of those places you can teleport back to if you need to.
Alright, that's enough for this world. Yeah, because if I have to knock down those guys as well, that's not going to happen.
I could believe it, yeah. I mean, you can gun those down, but yeah, it's a level of thoroughness above and beyond what really makes sense for, well, television.
Yeah. But I think that's enough for this particular episode. We're coming up on 40 minutes. I want to thank everybody for joining me today, and thank you, Laylite and Speedball.
Glad I could be of assistance.
Thank you for playing the game.
All right. And I'll see everybody next time. And stop.